Bosch. It was really impressive first change during that Rawalpindi T20I. Having a slip in place for Saim Ayub. He made quite a few in that direction in the previous outing where he scored 71.
A leisurely attempt at playing that cover drive. Yeah, bit of a figure-free moment for Saim Ayub, and definitely figure-free moment for these guys. Your ultimate insurance partner. Download Figure Free app now. Another play and a miss.
This particular line is becoming Achilles' heel for Saim Ayub. Shuffles, and from there on doesn't attempt to get to the pitch of the ball, just waft the bat at the ball, and that's why he's been beaten quite a few times in this series. He's been very comfortable against the spinner, especially against Linda, the left armer.
It's another tremendous night at Gaddafi Stadium. Over 32,000 people have come in to watch this final. I say this is a final because the series is 1-1 all. Sea of people round the dial. We've got to thank them again. We thanked them last night also. And this is what they're playing for. And taken at mid-on. So this is the start that South Africans were hoping. Saim Ayub will be bitterly disappointed because he looked to be in great touch last night. Not to be tonight. A tame end to this knock.
Yeah, that's what happens when you ball few dot deliveries to Saim Ayub. Something has to give. And he attempts a stroke. Wasn't able to middle it. Toe end of the bat, a simple catch for the captain. And jubilant South Africans to see his back. Saim Ayub, yet another duck. In his career, 8 for 1.
What are you in for?
I ate a toy. Turns out what goes in doesn't always come out.
Why wait for more surprises? Get 90% cash back on eligible vet bills for accidents and illnesses with a Pumpkin pet insurance plan. Visit pumpkin.care.
Babar Azam is on strike. And gets off the mark with a stylish push. But the story, right, we'll talk about Saim's duck, 9 for 1.
Yeah, kept bowling outside the off stump. This time around, the line was straighter. And he jumped out of the crease to hit the ball aerial. Couldn't get the power and the elevation. A soft dismissal in the end.
Talked about Saim Ayub not getting off the mark. This is the 10th duck for him. And joint most with Umar Akmal. For Pakistan, that is. Umar Akmal 10 ducks. Saim Ayub is now at 10 as well.
Yeah, the reason why Linda hasn't been preferred by the captain earlier on because Saim Ayub played him so well. And brought him straight away after his dismissal. Babar Azam is stroking the ball quite nicely.
The most runs by a batsman in T20I. He holds the record now, Babar Azam. When Pakistan wins in T20I, his average is 46, which is impressive. Scores something like 25% of the runs for Pakistan. That's at the top of the order also, so that makes it easier for him, I guess, but he's so consistent. People talk about his lack of speed, but you've got to look at how well he has maintained consistency.
For me, we discussed about it earlier. It's not about strike rate. You've got to have healthy average as a batsman. It makes you dependable, reliable.
Nice, very nice off the back foot. Hammered it past the infield for 4.
Excellent improvisation, good footwork. Once again from Farhan. Instead of slogging the ball, played the ball with the turn and played it late. Timing and power was there.
A lot of focus on Quinton de Kock's form as an opener, making a comeback, and we'll be a little disappointed. Couldn't figure out how to get his fluency against the cutters, the slow balls, the slow deliveries.
Yeah, on surfaces like these, most runs are accrued behind the stump, square of the wicket, either side. And if you try and play the ball slightly earlier, you'll get the inside edge or the outer edge. And how many times we have seen batters dismissed in that fashion, especially at Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore.
End of the third, 14 for 1.
This is the Popsicle. It's a new take on the dog toy that lets owners pre-freeze treats using homemade recipes, load refills that don't need refrigeration at all, or open for easy cleaning and filling. Check it out today at mywolf.com.
Do you have a box of videotapes, film reels, or photos that are degrading? Legacy Box professionally converts them to DVDs, thumb drive, or the cloud. Legacy Box is simple and safe, with over 1 million satisfied customers. Visit legacybox.com today and get 50% off.
Series, in fact. Kochi is fighting back to win the second. Then started off well in the first, and Pakistan now on the cusp of winning this T20I series.
You spoke about criticism on Babar that he hasn't got the ability to score briskly. I just want to ask everybody a question. How many times more than 175 runs were scored in a World Cup final? And what kind of players actually won the World Cup finals for their side? Only once a player won a game by hitting sixes was West Indian in the last over. Other than that, precision was required. Yeah, it's a great mix if you have a good average and the ability to score runs briskly. That's ideal.
I like the fact that he gives Pakistan stability, technical stability with the bat. And you can't have one-dimensional hitters from number 1 to number 7. You've got to have staggered positions. And there is enough value in Babar Azam batting at number 3 or even opening for Pakistan, because you know that he'll be good against top quality bowling sides.
Yeah, if you think Babar Azam hasn't got the ability to score briskly, wrap him with some strikers and make use of his ability. Who was the highest scorer in this innings for South Africa? And how did he play? Reza Hendricks, conventionally.
South Africa will be saying they need to strike again to make it an interesting contest. Make this 140 for Pakistan like a 170 score. Lose of wickets, we know, means lose of momentum. He placed that shot extremely well this time. He found the fielder, otherwise he would have found the fence had that gone 6 inches either way of that fielder. Fine and third, both in the circle. Brevis is injured. I think he busted his hand or shoulder, I'm not too sure. His shoulder, in fact, so he's out of park. Pull shot, there's a fielder there, ventured out of the crease, trying to be a bit aggressive, Babar Azam, and then did a good shot in the end. Bengal Flah, 1100 plus branches. Open your current account from nearest branch to enjoy various free services, and as they say, earn orbit rewards by maintaining or growing your balance.
That's a rarity. Sahibzada Farhan leaving the ball alone. But then good thinking from the fast bowler. Just bringing that surprise element for the batter. Bowling a heavy ball, plenty of dew around. Will be a test of the bowlers.
As if somebody has opened a tap. It really is a wet outfield now. On the pads, he misses it. And it's 18 for 1. Get a great reaction from them the moment you put a camera on them. But right now the focus is on Babar Azam. He has the strike and he has the backing of 32,000 people here chanting Babar, Babar. Rizat Williams is coming on to bowl. 3'35" is best. Once again nicely timed off his hips. Straight away you feel the difference. He's timing the ball. He's not really worried about tonking it out of the park. It's about placement and playing along the ground initially. Pakistan clearly in no hurry.
Yeah, he's sort of a player when he gets going. He maneuvers the length quite well. Without making a huge statement. Babar Azam scores his runs quickly.
Trying to figure out a way to get him out and stop the flow of runs as well. So what have they got? They've got a straightish mid-wicket and a square leg, which is pretty square as well. 4 men in the ring on the offside. And he plays a cover drive, gets it past the infield. Just relaxing his wrist at the last point to find that square gap.
And also, he couldn't get to the pitch of the ball, and at the last moment, checked his stroke. Here, just angled the bat. And that's why there wasn't that kind of a timing which could have taken the ball over the boundary line.
A cracking cover drive is round the corner. It's a pull shot, plays it well into the gap for 4. Strong hit. He's looking good after a very good start here, Babar Azam.
You know, when as a batsman you're able to pull the ball on the front foot, it tells you how easy pace the pitch is. Tried to take the pace off. A good bounce for Babar Azam to bring those wrists into play. A second boundary.
Oh, that one never arrived. He fell on the floor as well, lost his footing at Williams there. Greasy conditions, see, carrying the water from the green area onto the playing surface. Try again. The idea is to change the pace, vary it against Babar Azam. Such a good shot to have, Amir. That little tap around the corner when you're not on the top of the ball, not to the pitch of the ball. You can do that also. You've got to watch closely at the ball, and then you've got to turn your wrist and have the confidence that it'll not lead to the slips. A light tar has gone off, so we have a forced pause there. It's back, and we have life and light. Advantage of LEDs. Even if they go out, they come back very quickly, instantly almost.
Yeah, to answer your question, when you're playing on surfaces like this, that stroke is very handy, where you play the ball very late and guide it towards third man.
Pakistan's smartest hatchback EV. Inver Exeo, charge fast, drive smart. Cut shot. What a hit that is. It's a great try at point. For a second I thought it was an unbelievable catch, but the try was unbelievable nevertheless. But what a cracker off the bat.
Yeah, it went like a trace of bullet. Timing. On that occasion, once again shown by Babar Azam. Never tried to overhead the ball, just allowed the ball to come close to him, use the pace.
31 for the loss of 1 after 5.
I ditched my wired bras thanks to this.
I'm just obsessed with this Shaper Mint bra.
It is completely wire-free. It provides unbeatable comfortability, support, style, and lift.
It has this extra band coverage on the bottom.
No poking wires, no gaping.
It comes in 6 different colors and sizes S to 4XL.
If you see Shaper Mint's logo on it, you know it's going to be super comfortable.
Head on over to shapermint.com and try it risk-free today.
So far, so good between Sajjada Farhan and Babar Azam. 31 for 1. change of tactics from South Africa in terms of employing spin earlier on. It was Corbin Bosch with that breakthrough. They pick up another. Pakistan will look to make use of this fine lower in the power play.
Yeah, I think this is on your point of South Africa deploying spin in the power play. I certainly feel it might have been a window of opportunity missed, because we've seen how lethal a brand new Kookaburra ball has been. Right now, the bowlers coming on, Lazard, Williams and co. They're up against batters who have afforded themselves the opportunity to get in on the surface.
We saw a little bit of turn, especially the first delivery from George Linder. It's time for a crowd selfie moment. Vigotel Mobile. Capture your smiles. And the moment the Pakistan supporters can afford a smile, because they find themselves ahead in the run chase as well. As he got that out of the middle. One bounce into the fence. Knowing fine, square, up in the ring, the shot was on.
Yeah, and this is the kind of intensity Baba Azam brings to the party. When he gets in, understanding George Linder tall, he's going to get the extra bounce, getting inside of the line of the ball and using that pace and bounce to great effect to access that area behind square.
It's a shot that you normally do not associate with Babar Azam. Very strong square in front of the wicket. Is quick to drop back onto the back foot to hit the horizontal bat shot. But that a very well executed sweep shot to pick up 4.
Talk about the experience of Baba Azam. As players, you also need to evolve with the game. Spend a lengthy bit of time out of the game, being dropped, making a comeback. It looks a lot sharper in terms of his execution, his shot selections. Time to time, that's what you need as a player as well, just to gain that hunger again. The leading international run getter he is at the moment.
Just squares him up slightly, probably sliding down on the angle. Once again fired in from Linder. I don't think they'll send this upstairs, because it just looked like it would be sliding down.
He does create a bit of an angle, just straightening a little bit, but perhaps still missing leg stump.
Big stride forward to end that over. End of the power play, Pakistan 36 for 1.
Yeah, it's a power play that one would feel pretty even Stevens at the end of 6 overs. South Africa had gone to spin. Pakistan said we'll have a piece of that to get our innings going, and then they lost Saim, the only wicket to have fallen in this power play. But when there was pace on the ball, there was great comfort from Baba Azam, using the pace to great effect. Well, so Pakistan 36 for 1 after 6.
Just a touch above the South African worm at this point. South Africa had lost 2 wickets and were for 22 for 2. Pakistan 36 for 1. Faisal Afridi signals the end of the power play.
Yeah, you certainly feel the only currency back for South Africa is to take wickets. Donovan Ferreira bringing himself on again outside of the power play, having bowled the one inside the power play. But as a South African unit, you have to ask yourself, what is the best way of picking up wickets? I'm not so sure it is this option that they're utilizing right now. Yes, you see there's a lot of towels out there, there's a lot of dew out in the outfield, so gripping the ball is going to get tougher. You want to get your seamers back on, and they have to bring the stumps into play, something that's worked wonderfully well so far throughout the 2 games that have been played here. I think we spoke about it earlier, how effectively Pakistan is utilized in slow ball. I don't think South Africa has been right on point when it comes to using the quicker slow ball into the surface.
Belted down the ground. Absolutely belted past. Maybe case in point just there as to what Vernon Philander was saying. The spin option tonight not working for South Africa.
Yeah, because he's come around the wicket, he's gone into the arc of Farhan. He finds it with great ease to hit it down the ground. This time sorting into the surface, and he's going to pick up another single.
Now South Africa come into the piece with 4 seamers. It is exactly because of the reason the surface is played yesterday as well as today. 9 wickets to seam yesterday for Pakistan. 7 tonight in the first half. Yet South Africa have chosen to go with the plan of outside the box in terms of starting with spin and still continuing with it. So far between Linda and Ferreira, just nearing 4 overs, have gone for 25. Yet to pick up a wicket. Just as I say that, that might be the first. That might be the first to spin. It is the first to spin. Courtesy to South African skipper. And Saibzada Farhan goes for 19.
Yeah, he's made his intentions clear, did Farhan. He was always going to target Donovan Ferreira, but it was the arm ball, quicker in speed. Caught it high up on the bat. And that's an excellent running catch by Metro Briatscout in the deep to conclude the dismissal. Yeah, it's a much-needed wicket for South Africa. It come in the form of their captain. Farhan goes for 19, Pakistan 44 for 2.
NetCredit is here to say yes, even when other lenders won't. Apply online in minutes and get funds deposited the next business day or sooner. NetCredit. Credit to the people.
The best investment we can make is in our health.
With our Aquasana water filter, we know we're drinking cleaner, healthier water.
And that will pay the highest dividends.
Cheers.
Now up to 50% off at aquasana.com.
Pakistan captain out at 4. Striking at 109 has been a point of conversation for a long time now. But he holds that key position to bat at 4, where sometimes you need to stabilize the innings, sometimes you come in with the platform. But more importantly, in this format, Vernon Philander, the strike rate becomes very key in terms of the position he bats at.
Yeah, I hear your point in case, but if you're going to have a strike like that average have to be a little bit up here as well. Because it means you're doing the anchoring role and you take responsibility for the bulk of the runs. From a South African perspective, they'd be happy to see those figures, because it means they can put the squeeze on right here and right now.
Ball just starting to grip and turn slightly.
Yeah, subtle variation. It was the arm ball. It's just gone on with the arm. By doing that, he didn't get nor the elevation or the distance that he needed to hit it for a maximum.
It's another Tapalti moment. It's time for our fans to get into the lounge of Tapalti and enjoy Pakistan's finest. Great follow-up over from George Linder. 2 dots. Oh, how close is that? Moved early. keeper behind has put it down.
Yeah, it seems like a thick bottom edge. But it's this mode of dismissal that we've seen so often. Yesterday, the ball being chopped onto the stumps. Babar Azam giving himself a bit of width. Oh, that was awfully close. Drop chance arose. Maybe in another lifetime.
No chance. Beg your pardon.
This is brilliant stuff. This is absolutely brilliant stuff by George Linder. 4 dots, and you can just get a sense that Babar Azam is starting to itch. He's starting to get a little bit edgy.
No runs off 5 balls, including the wicket. The other thing you watch what Babar Azam is now doing is George Linder is slowly just creeping the pace up and pushing Babar Azam back. And a lot of times Babar Azam, with the quicker delivery, just gets trapped onto the back foot.
They can field that mid-wicket out and bring him to the offside, so almost inviting Babar to go against the turn. He's helped himself to a single in that very region we're talking about.
Excellent. That's what you want. After you pick up the wicket, you want the follow-up over to be with as much pressure and consistency as well. George Linder has done exactly that. 4 dots followed by 1. And what he'll want is to close the over out. Even better if he can pick up the Pakistan skipper, who will now take strike, who himself has a point to prove with bat. Knocks it down for 1 to get off the mark. 8 done. Pakistan 46 for 2.
Yeah, an excellent start. Born over by George Linder. First T20 international. When he's ventured up a little fuller, batsmen really enjoy the ball in the arc because of his height. But then as soon as he drags it back, he becomes a lot more effective. That was an excellent variation in speed. And then he got a couple in that good zone, and he picked up a couple of sticks.
Also with George Linder, because of that high arm action and variation, he gets a little bit of bounce as well. Quite a few times you've seen Babar Azam just relay that message to his partner down the other end. Pereira will continue. Picked up Saibzada Farhan, who holed out deep mid-wicket in his previous over. But just a good string of a few dot deliveries, pressure being applied. Just feel something's about to give. Which team might just buckle here? You never know in series deciders, in low-scoring chases. Sometimes, just sometimes, 1 leads to 2. Excellent effort down at the boundary. A favour in Babar Azam's side.
Yeah, it also brings up the 50 for Pakistan. Again, reverting to that slot sweep. Yeah, it was in the arc. He didn't get all of it. And if there was one fielder to get there, it would have been Matthew Brietzke. An excellent effort out in the deep. He's a brilliant athlete. Just about didn't get there.
That's another feature that Pakistan will be looking to do better at, the number of dot deliveries that they can play. So the 4 followed by 1. Watch this for an effort. Towards the toe end of the bat, goes horizontal. Brilliant. Top effort from Matthew Brietzke at the boundary. But this is important now, this where by Pakistan keep rotating strike. Recently they've been at the wrong end of the dot ball percentage. Even tonight, played 22 dot deliveries in the power play.
Yeah, you certainly feel from a South African perspective as well, we perhaps have to take a risk of bringing an extra field up in the ring, inviting the big shot, asking the batter to take the element of risk in order to pick up a wicket. Oh, he's gone for the sweep shot, but he's got a healthy leading edge on that. Is it going to go down to the boundary? No, but he's going to pick up 2 in the process.
And you just feel Babar Azam and Salman Ali are both out there playing their shots, not holding back. And with that comes the opportunity for a wicket as well. Touch to full, gets a toe edge off the bat. He just goes over Lizard Williams at short fine.
It's an good feel that if they can get Babar Azam here, because he's really the anchor. They need two new batters at the crease just to apply a bit of added pressure. Last ball of the over, he's going to pick up a single. An over that produced 10. Pakistan 56 for 2 after 9.
This is the Popsicle. It's a new take on the dog toy that lets owners pre-freeze treats using homemade recipes, load refills that don't need refrigeration at all, or open for easy cleaning and filling. Check it out today at mywoof.com.
When your dog's superhero moment goes sideways. Pumpkin Now, the urgent pay service from Pumpkin Pet Insurance, can pay you for eligible care before you pay the vet. Ask your vet about Pumpkin or visit pumpkin.care to get a free quote.
In terms of running between the wickets, Babar Azam out there, 32 of 27. The captains joined him. Similar stage, South Africa were 45 for 4, not chasing too many tonight, Pakistan. Required rate 7.6. Right then, time for KFC, the official food partner. George Linder will bowl out, 4 on the bounce, and he's kept things in check. Just 13 runs off his 3.1 overs so far.
And it's going to be key to see the approach by Pakistan. Understanding the big threat at this moment in time would be a George Linder. Are they willing to risk it? Or are they just going to see him out? Get rid of the big threat right now. He's got 4 remaining deliveries in his spell. We've seen they had great comfort in facing the rest of the South African lineup.
Short man catching just in front on the offside. Oh, just keep slow. A straighter delivery as well.
Talk about George Linder in his natural attributes. He's tall, so he gets the extra bounce, but then from time to time he gets the ball to do exactly that. Just squats on the batter. It brings those modes of RBW bowls into play. So is that difficult a bowler to line up as a batsman?
The one shot that Salman Ali Agha likes to play is a sweep shot. He's already had 1 top edge. With George Linder's bounce, he just has to be careful. Field is set for the sweep. Keep squares very fine. It goes the other way. You almost feel he's deliberately opened the face, plays it late, Salman Ali Agha. They run back nicely for 3.
That's exactly the element of risk I'm talking about. Having an extra catcher, being a little bit more positive as a captain. He played it in front of him, but that's a genuine edge. Need wickets. You need wickets here, South Africa. You're not going to win this game by containing Pakistan.
Pakistan captain 7 of 5. Maybe just to him, bring that 1 extra fielder in. Ask him to go over the top. And Babar Azam has had a few hits that have got him in boundaries into the leg side. Squeeze it past for 1, so the over is gone for 7. Inverex time. Pakistan's smartest hatchback EV. The Inverex Exio. charges fast and drives smart. The over that went for 9 is now followed by one that has gone for 7. One more delivery. George Linder, who's bowled a phenomenal spell this evening. Can he turn a wicket over for his side?
You get a feeling this is a massive delivery. It's one before they head into the halfway break. Can George Linder pick up that all-important wicket just before the break?
Yeah, you just look at George Linder holding things up, having difficulty gripping the wicket. A lot of dew as he fired this one in. Loud call against the 2. Great spell from George Linder. 20 for none in his 4. Halfway mark in the chase. Pakistan 64 for 2. We all take a break for drinks.
Oh, your boobs are going to jail, and that little push-up bra's the warden.
Help me. Ladies, those bras are made for mannequins, not people. Try Shaper Mint wireless bras, designed to embrace you with a perfect fit, wire-free support, and they're ultra comfortable. Shaper Mint has the most comfortable shaping essentials, such as bras, shapewear, camis, undies, and more at amazing prices. Just look at the over 500,000 reviews. Shop now.
John O'Hurley here. The Medicare annual enrollment period is now. But who has time to call a bunch of different carriers just to compare Medicare Advantage plans? But what if I told you it could take just one call? By calling the number on your screen, you can compare rates and plans from multiple carriers. No more dialing around, no more headaches. It's fast, it's easy, and it's all done for you by a licensed insurance agent. You could get the coverage you want at a rate that fits your budget. It won't take more than a few minutes of your day, saving time, and it may save you money. But the clock is ticking. When the Medicare annual enrollment period ends, you may not be able to change your coverage until next year. Don't waste time. Call the Benefits Network to speak to a licensed insurance agent about Medicare Advantage plans and compare rates from national carriers. One call to compare options from multiple carriers.
For a free no-obligation consultation, call 800-864-7091.
Making your own diamonds again?
What does it look like, Amy?
You know Shop LC is the lab-grown diamond expert, right? They have a huge selection with brilliance you could trust.
So affordable and gorgeous, too.
Get brilliant quality at unbelievable prices only at Shop LC.
NetCredit is here to say yes, even when other lenders won't. Apply online in minutes and get funds deposited the next business day or sooner. NetCredit. Credit to the people.
So Pakistan needs 76 of 60 balls with 8 wickets in hand. You've got to favour the chasing side here, but we know that South Africa will make it tough. They'll fight right till the end. Babar Azam has flown today. It's been a very fine innings. Yeah, the pull shot, the cut shot, a blistering cut shot. Then a lofted sweep shot. Could be the guide where the anchors role. Pakistan don't need a lot of heroics. Just make sure that you play out 20 overs and you'll be over the line. But we know that South Africa, then JP will go hard right till the end. That's in the DNA. That's how they play.
Yeah, percentages certainly in Pakistan favour. And Dele Samilani gets his first opportunity with ball in hand. South Africa, particularly in the second half of this game, using the towel on the ball quite a bit. So a little bit of dew around. But the spinner is still managing to have some effect on the game thus far. Milani getting his first opportunity in the series. Played a cracking shot over cover, didn't he? Against Shaheen Shah Afridi. Can he make an impact with the ball?
That was pretty needless. Did a lovely work at point and then somehow let himself down with an erratic throw. Linda there.
Yes, these simple moments really needing to hold their nerve, understanding the situation of the game, what is needed. Every run counts in a lower chase. Just 140 runs needed for Pakistan. And you feel it's poised to go down to the wire.
Yes, you get that feeling. Pakistan need to be just a little bit smart in this phase. Make sure that they held their nerve and look for a sizable partnership. Also probably anticipating a close finish. There's this hum in the aisles. All keenly watching this contest. Would you defend the singles, JP? Would you be okay with the field set, or would you like to be a bit more attacking? Looking at how Pakistan is shaping up in this over, maybe in the next 2-3 overs?
I think there's certain phases or gaps in the field or areas in the field that you can defend. And then obviously try and attack. Those cover and mid-wicket regions is probably where you want to try and attack. Then the angles around your squares where you really want to make sure that you cover the angles of boundaries.
Oh, that's smashed, but straight to the fielder. Right. In the meantime, fans enjoying the match with Pakistan's own tea brand, Tapal tea, having a garam chai. Misses the target. Umpire doesn't call it a wide. Probably hit the pads on its way to the keeper. 70 for 2.
Get the power of end-to-end home buying in the palm of your hand. ReAlpha brings real estate, mortgage, and title together in one place, which saves home buyers an average of $8,000 at closing. Buy smarter and save with ReAlpha.
Thought he had gotten away with it. A leg side delivery, but clearly over the line. On the line, the back heel. So he'll have to reload, and here's an opportunity for Salman Aliagha to get some. He has to keep the same feel because Salman Aliagha had played the last ball. Full toss, doesn't connect. He runs back for, no, it's going to be just the one. So once again, gets away with it. Similani, 72 for 2.
One of these has chlorine, microplastics, and forever chemicals in it. And one is Aquasana filtered. With our Aquasana water filter, every glass is cleaner and healthier. Wait, Which one? Visit aquasana.com today.
Over yet in this bowling innings of South Africa. Generally takes the new ball, but South Africa opting for a few spin up.
They'll not be given a wide. You'll see variations from Botman, not express. KFC flip the bucket challenge. Got it absolutely right. All you have to do is to flip the KFC bucket and wear it on your head, as the ladies did, and the winner will get KFC finger-licking good prizes. Oh, that's a bad miss. It'll trickle down to the fence. South Africa doesn't want this accident in the field. Shouldn't allow such easy runs. First boundary after 3 overs.
Yeah, from a South African perspective, key moments that you want to get right. We saw in the last over as well. Bit of a missed field as well as a no ball, and then unfortunately Lazard Williams, the culprit on this occasion. Welcome boundary, certainly from a Pakistan perspective. Required run rate 7.41. Has the ability to finish innings off well with at the death. Mann has good change of pace, doesn't mind the Yorker as well, and more importantly, can you read the conditions using the change of pace, particularly the short ball sticking into the surface. He has the field positioning for that as well.
Well, that's crashed past the mid-off fielder for 4. They absolutely love it, lapping it up. The fans, Babar Azam is striking them good into the 40s.
Yeah, half volley at this stage of the game, and a man that is finding some touch in Babar Azam is not going to miss out. Not necessarily the free-flowing, but more the swing of the bat, but finds the middle nevertheless and gets a welcome boundary.
Beautiful shot, really is a cracking cut shot. A classical cut shot. Whipped it past point, missed the deep fielder as well, nearing a 50 now.
Yeah, the pace on being the feature here for Pakistan, and a man with a touch of Babar Azam is not going to miss out on a gift like that. Fuller delivery in the previous one, and finds another boundary with short and wide.
Don't worry, keep happy. That emoji, and then gets it past the man at cover into the fence. This is heavenly stuff. This really is remarkable batting. Gets to a 50. Raises his bat to the 32,000 people who've largely turned up to watch this guy perform. And it's been magical theatre from a guy who drives the ball magnificently. Back in form, back in touch, and guiding Pakistan home with a lovely 50.
Yeah, finishes the end of the 12th over. That vintage Babar Azam. And unfortunately, Otniel Barton coming on for his first over pitches on 3 occasions, and Babar Azam, well, he's up to the task. The crowd enjoying the display here from the former captain of Pakistan.
Friendly by play, nothing serious. He generally plays spin well. Babar Azam encouraging him to come back for two. He makes his ground. It was a tough second one for Salman Ali Agha, prompted by Babar Azam's call.
It's been a feature of Pakistan tonight, running well between the wickets. And a bit of a rant by Babar Azam, making sure that his skipper gets back in time. Yeah, you always feel that there's a breaking point in the game, particularly in a low run chase, where yes, 2 down, and you feel the game is probably still in favor of the batting side, but if you get 1 or 2 quick wickets, all of a sudden the pressure mounts. The run rate creeps its way up, but that man on your screen has kept calm, collected, has played some exquisite shots, particularly in the last over.
Oh, inside edge saved him. Chance at the non-striker's end. He makes his ground, Salman Ali Agha. A bit of drama out there.
Yeah, change of angle here from Pereira. Luckily for Babar Azam, gets the thick inside edge.
Your ultimate insurance partner, Fikr Free app. Please download it right now. Partnership of 49 of 36 balls. Partnership of 50. Tremendous going after 13.94 for 2.
When my hair started to thin, I wasn't feeling so confident.
I stopped hanging out with the guys because I didn't want to hear the wisecracks.
I started taking Nutrafol because I had seen that it worked with my friend.
Nutrafol really takes the time to do the research, to do the clinical studies, and I really respect how it works from the inside out.
Nutrafol was able to bring my hair back to life, and it keeps getting thicker and fuller. Oh! It felt real good to ditch the hat.
Start your hair growth journey at Nutrafol.com.
37 deliveries, but it sets up for a great finish.
.50-run effort between Salman Ali Agha and Babar have given Pakistan a very good platform to win this. Yeah, all the Babar Azam fans who love this batting. Yeah, some punishing shots. Timed the ball beautifully. Doesn't play a lot of sweep shots, but twice we saw him go in that direction in the typical cover drive. The offside play was so good to watch. The drive, especially. Long on. Coming into the ring, so mid-off, mid-on, up in the circle. Obviously, South Africa doesn't want easy singles through that V area, which is good thinking. Hamdard Pakistan has introduced 12 new exciting flavors of recipe mixes, from biryani to tikka masala. JP loves tikka masala. They have it all, JP. You felt he was lining up to get it past the straight field through mid-off or mid-on. miscued it, Babar Azam.
Yeah, from South Africa's point of view, it's really about taking some kind of risk and creating an opportunity for themselves. And this is what they actually want. They want Babar Azam to actually take it on, hence bringing up the fields, particularly straight. Coaching staff and Shukri Conrad, head coach, Albi Morkel, T20 consultant.
Well, they charge the batsman at the non-striker zone, misses the stumps. Bosch.
Yeah, you feel he was likely to be. No, it's a bit closer than we think, actually. Probably would have been out, wouldn't he? These are the opportunities Ghana begging for South Africa, unfortunately.
Living dangerously. Just 8 dots in a partnership of 40 between them. So there's been good rotation of strike, at times a little dangerous. That's gone over the infield into the fence for 4. Good thinking. He had lined up that field early on as well. This time it's a bullseye from Babar. 100 comes up for Pakistan. The flags are out.
Yeah, you feel it's an innings in Babar Azam's T20I career that could be magical in terms of his immediate future. Series is on the line, 1-1 coming into the finale, and he's putting on a show, is Babar Azam.
Plays it away into the gap for a couple of runs. Because of breezy conditions, I think the ball is not exactly stopping on the batsman off the surface. Cut shot, gets it past the 2 men, closely bunched together to stop that shot. He's firing away Babar Azam, and a very, very classy stuff from him.
Yeah, it's the field positioning is for those deliveries. Opting for the short option is Corbin Bosch, but finds the gap. Man, he's been in fine touch tonight, finding the middle of the bat all along the ground.
Smooth sailing now for Pakistan. 107 for the loss of 2. This partnership is growing. Babar Azam is playing a lovely hand. Oh, they come back for a tight second, and Babar Azam makes his ground.
Yeah, it's been a partnership, a real grit and purpose. The experienced campaigners, 65 of 44. Classical shots, but more importantly as well, good running between the wickets. Would have been gone, but probably wayward from the stumps.
Waller should have been on top of the stumps. Anyway, he's running in now. Ball for 2 once again. They pick up 2.
Abba Peter is the replacement fielder for Deva Birvis. And his shoulder a little bit earlier in the batting innings. With precaution. And really impressed with the running between the wickets tonight by Pakistan.
So again, plays the field, tests them with a throw, and he makes his ground once again, living dangerously. Got to be lucky as well. They've been very lucky now, once or twice in this over as a running pair.
Yeah, pretty much in the same area in the first 3 deliveries of this over. South Africa could feel there was opportunities, but unfortunately the throws haven't been accurate.
South Africa won 4, Pakistan won 2 series. This is the 8th series, and Pakistan on the threshold of making it 3. Bengal Flowers, 1100 plus branches, and you can open your current account from nearest branch to enjoy various free services and earn orbit rewards by maintaining or growing your balance. The ball has had a battering because it's wet. It must get a little bloated because of extra bit of moisture. South Africa, well, could only manage 139 for the loss of 9. Even though it's kind of a final, they didn't have enough runs on the board, it appears so now. 114 for the loss of 2. Pakistan within touching distance of winning this 2-1. A cultural city. You get Mughal gardens, great architecture. This is a busy place here where the stadium is situated near the Liberty Market, which is a shopping hub. That roundabout is always busy. It tests your driving skills at times. There's that Yorker quite nicely, picks up a run. So going at a good pace now, Pakistan. There's momentum. There's this urge now to seal the deal.
Yeah, beauty personified here in Lahore. Duffy Stadium has certainly set up a grand final, and Pakistan have been sublime tonight. Starting off well in the power play with ball in hand. And the fans have come out in their numbers.
Doesn't get it past the man at shot third. It's 115 for 2.
Well, 30 balls remaining in this final deciding T20 international between Pakistan and South Africa. I wanted to say it's Pakistan firmly in charge of this run chase. Compliments of that man in picture, Babar Azam. On return at his home venue, certainly repaying the fate the selectors has shown in him, Amir Sohail.
Yeah, he's firmly anchored. And what an elegant knock from Babar Azam. Quality strokes we have seen executed by Babar Azam, especially those off drives, were breathtaking. Still holds value for Pakistan in this format, Babar Azam. Stayed very calm throughout this innings, Babar Azam. Knew what his task was. Very good for Pakistan, he came good. And in front of his home crowd.
Yeah, I certainly feel that this position probably suits him best. Number 3 or 4 in the lineup. Of course, Pakistan has tried him opening the batting as well. Him together with Mohammad Razwan. He's gone leg side and I think he's picked the gap. There wasn't much of a gap between fine leg and deep square. But it's the captain, Salman Ali Agha, into the action with a boundary.
Yeah, on occasions he has been able to find boundaries. Other than that, he's been looking to give the strike to Babar Azam by scoring those singles. Yeah, it's hard work for the bowlers to grip that wet ball and land the ball in the right areas. That's in the air, should be taken, and it is. Got into two mind, Salman Ali Agha, whether to pull it or hit it over point. But that was good enough for the bowler to pounce.
Yeah, it was a change of angle from Lazard Williams to come around the wicket. But it's just that extra bit of pace. You can see he's been done for pace. Got in onto him a touch quicker, and it's an easier catch for Andeli Simalali. And at cover region, well, the captain, he goes for 33, Pakistan 123. 120 for 3, pardon me.
NetCredit is here to say yes, even when other lenders won't. Apply online in minutes and get funds deposited the next business day or sooner. NetCredit. Credit to the people.
We've got a juicer and a steam oven, but our favorite appliance is our Aquasana filter. It makes all the water that we drink and cook with cleaner and healthier.
Tastes better too.
Visit aquasana.com today.
Well, Usman Khan to the crease for Pakistan. You'd feel that his job right now is just to assist Babar Azam to get the job done. Don't want to lose further wickets. It's a young career, only 22 matches in. So certainly you want to make sure that he gets his opportunity and uses his opportunity.
Yeah, you're right. His career still in infancy. Well, he comes out to bat with Pakistan in a commanding position. No need for heroics. Just keep on handing the strike to Babar Azam. That'll be his job.
He's got a skiddy bounce at Lazard Williams, but he'll have to re-bowl that delivery. This is the reason why Usman is out there. Captain Salman Ali Agha trying to get on the front foot. Brilliantly bowled by Lazard Williams to push him back with a rush of pace.
Yeah, even on an easy pace wicket, if as a batsman you vacillate, you have to pay a price. Well, leading batter Babar Azam in this match for Pakistan, and Super Asia, Pakistan's leading home appliances brand.
Yeah, I think this is back to the point that I was raising about Babar Azam and why I say he's best suited batting at 3, because you almost feel that if he bet the bulk of those middle overs, and that is what he's best suited for. Rotation of strike, yes, he's got the boundary ability as well. But I do feel by him opening the batting, there's so much pressure on him. And very often when he opens the batting, because he's such a classy player, he ends up hitting those fielders, and that adds and mounts pressure within that power play as well.
He didn't do badly for Pakistan as an opener, but of late he did struggle. But I'm with you, the best suited position for him is number 3, and he's got the ability to hit the ball into the gap, especially in the power play. Shot. He's done that beautifully throughout this innings, driving the ball and into the gaps.
At the end of 16, Pakistan 123 for 3. Yeah, Pakistan firmly in charge. Well, Pakistan winning the toss for the 3rd time in the series. They've been inserted, and they've only managed to get 139. But I tell you what, it was some bowling by those seamers: Sain Afridi, Usman Tariq, Fahim Ashraf, as well as Mirza. They've set the tone, and they were absolutely fabulous as a bowling unit.
Yeah, the usage of the new ball in both the matches by the Pakistani bowlers really made a huge difference. Set the tone of the game in Pakistan's favor. You know, it's all about responding to the captain's call. And both the times, the captain of Pakistani team decided to bowl first here at Gaddafi Stadium. And the faster bowlers, they came good. Made it much more easier for the batters.
Yeah, I know we're talking about South Africa only posing 139, but I certainly feel that perhaps a window of opportunity lost with that new ball. They've reverted to spinning the power play. And I certainly feel that they've got some fantastic new ball bowlers in Bartman, Williams. Why not use them in the power play? Because that's almost your only window of opportunity to pick up early wickets and to revert the pressure back onto a Pakistan team. It's short, it's picked. Did he pick the fielder? Oh, yes, I think he has. That is a massive wicket, because it's the wicket of Babar Azam.
Every time you throw the ball to Bosch, he'll respond with a wicket. That was his 2nd. He removed Saimayu with the new ball in his 1st over, and now well set Babar Azam. Yeah, couldn't get the elevation. In fact, that roll of the wrist didn't work for Babar Azam. And that's why the ball went straight to the fielder, and it was nicely held by Hendricks. It's 125 for 4.
Do you have a box of videotapes, film reels, or photos that are degrading? Legacy Box professionally converts them to DVDs, thumb drive, or the cloud. Legacy Box is simple and safe, with over 1 million satisfied customers. Visit legacybox.com.
Thanks to our global direct sourcing and in-house manufacturing, you get diamond stud earrings for just $99. Go to shoplc.com to experience the brilliance of lab-grown diamonds. Shop LC, shop low cost.
Yeah, that's what happens when the king is out. Crowd starts leaving the ground. So to the crease, Hassan Nawaz. And look at that strike rate. Look at that strike rate. When your team is in a bit of trouble, you want to send him out to go and play a little cameo. You certainly feel that Pakistan right now firmly in charge. Don't need a cameo, they just need the runs.
Yeah, he's been short of runs. Hassan Nawaz. He has to play intelligently. He doesn't have to go berserk.
And South Africa perhaps is earmarking this as a window of opportunity to pick up a couple of wickets. This is how Baba Azam went. Perhaps was best off trying to get the elevation, but he tried to keep it down, and in the process pick out the safe pair of hands of Reza Hendricks out of the deep square fence. What a knock, what an innings.
Yeah, innings of authority without any doubt. Shot leg in place.
I think both teams will sit back and look back at where the opportunities lie, which they fall short in. Pakistan, after being outplayed in that first T20 international, came back. They looked a completely different team once they entered the gates of the Gaddafi Stadium. They had a better energy about them. They set the tone with ball in hand and really made life tough for the South African top order batters. And they've repeated a second time in a row, 2 days after each other. A lot of positives to take away for Pakistan. The lesson was learned in the first T20 international. But a wonderful job in how they've been schooled and how they've implemented plans, having learned from what they have.
And for South Africa, there's plenty to reflect on. How to combat these conditions, especially as a batting unit. Yeah, wide ball. Now, not every time you come out with a mindset that you've got to score 200 runs. At times, 170 runs can be a winning score. Yeah, too short, too high.
I think just to your point, the biggest lesson learned here from a South African perspective would be you have to assess conditions first. Yes, you can look at records. They might paint you a nice little picture, but what's happening out in the middle and what you're going to face up to, that's important. Like you say, they posed 170 on this surface, it would be a completely different story. 128 for 4 after 17.
NetCredit is here to say yes, even when other lenders won't. Apply online in minutes and get funds deposited the next business day or sooner. NetCredit. Credit to the people.
Yeah, beautiful sight from the drone. Full house, sold out stadium here at the Gaddafi, and they were thoroughly entertained by the home team. Clinical ball in hand, brilliant in the field. They're about to round it off with an excellent betting display as well. Grant Williams persisting with this plan from coming around the wicket. One thing that Pakistan has done reasonably well is using the pace of the ball. Where South African batters try and bully that in front of square and got themselves into trouble. Pakistan batters so used to just using their hands, trusting their hands.
Yeah, to be adaptive as a batsman, you have to be risky. Oh, what a shot that was. How about using the pace? Wow. Minimum of effort and a sweeter result.
It just goes to shows once again, you don't have to power every delivery. That was using the pace, got himself to an excellent position just to place it. Opening the face. Excellent piece of timing.
Quality. Quality stroke that was.
Yeah, they're 7 away from victory here this evening, Pakistan.
Yeah, Vigotel Mobile, official mobile handset partner. Very proud sponsors of Pakistan cricket.
We talk about lessons learned and lessons taken away from the series. South Africa, of course, have a lot of youngsters in this lineup. Andre Pretorius be his first tour to the subcontinent. Well, Devil Brevis, he's obviously played IPL cricket, so you'd have had a taste of subcontinent cricket. Bretzke, he had an excellent 150 year at the start of the year against New Zealand. But just to keep adding to your reference points is so key as a batter. So in many ways, perhaps not getting the runs that they were after today, but valuable lessons learned. Here's Andre Pretorius, excellent young player. And I'm pretty sure we'll see a lot more of him in the years to come.
Yeah, the batters have to learn that they can't take South African pitches all around the world. Wherever they go, they should have the mindset and the technique to deal with those conditions.
Oh, it's short. It was picked. He's trying to go the distance, but once again, it's the short ball that proves to be effective. And for a second time in a row, Reza Hendricks to complete the dismissal.
Yeah, Hassan Nawaz tried to hit the ball aerial, unlike Babar Azam, who rolled the wrist to keep the ball all along the ground, but managed to hit the ball straight to the fielder, the same fielder. But this time around, it went high in the air. Just reward for Williams, who worked so hard in this bowling effort. 5 was the contribution. It's 133 for 5.
Aquasana gave us more than just clean, healthy water. It gave us more space in the fridge, more room in the recycling bin, less carbon footprint, and ultimate peace of mind. Now up to 50% off at aquasana.com.
From the one Nawaz to the second. This is Mohammad Nawaz. Did an excellent outing last night with bat as well as ball. This evening, his job is to get this job done. Pakistan need a further 7 runs for victory. He is some striker of the cricket ball, Mohammad Nawaz.
A utility cricketer he is. He's an excellent fielder. He's improved as a bowler, Mohammad Nawaz, and then he can contribute with the bat. A captain's dream. A player like him is always a luxury for the captains. He wasn't that impressive time lane in his first spell. Here's the chance for him to redeem himself.
Yeah, South Africa persisting with this around the wicket ploy. This is the replacement of the Nawazes. It was the short delivery once again, didn't get all of it. And picked out the safe pair of hands in the deep from Reza Hendricks.
Yeah, of late, every time Hassan Nawaz has tried to hit the ball aerial, especially on the onside, he has lost his wicket. Now, there is something for the youngster to think about. How to meet success with the bat at this level consistently. It's Mohammad Nawaz on strike for the first time in this game with the bat.
Oh, it's the short one, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It got dragged under the stumps. It's a dismissal we've seen all too often over the last 2 days.
The first ball, he tried to tonk the ball over mid-wicket. Now Pakistan in a strife after losing this wicket. It was a slow delivery. Went with the stroke a bit too early, and how many times we have seen here at Gaddafi Stadium, inside edge onto the stumps. Goes without scoring, 134 for 6.
I ditched my wired bras thanks to this.
I'm just obsessed with this Shaper Mint bra. It is completely wire-free.
It provides unbeatable comfortability, support, style, and lift.
It has this extra band coverage on the bottom.
No poking wires, no gaping.
It comes in 6 different colors and sizes S to 4XL.
If you see Shapermint's logo on it, you know it's going to be super comfortable.
Head on over to shapermint.com and try it risk-free today.
Well, well, well. Do we have a twist in the tail? 6 runs remaining required to win for Pakistan. Fahim Ashraf enters the arena.
It's the second time he's got the opportunity with a bat. The first outing for him as a batsman was Rawalpindi, the way he was removed for a duck.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I think he might have just opened his account with a boundary. Did he get enough of it? No. Oh, I think they might want to have another look at that, but excellent work by Matthew Briatska. It's a wet outfield. Looked like a slippery slide there for a moment, Amir.
Yeah, it's hard to keep your balance. Dead slip. Yeah, had the presence of mind to make sure his bot is not touching the boundary triangle. He was okay there.
Yeah, he saved his team 1 run in the process. It's amazing when games get down to the wire. On any given day, you'd say to yourself, 6 of 10, no need to panic. Just amazing what that scoreboard does to the sidekick of batters, and especially when you lose 1 or 2 wickets in quick succession as well. It's short, it's not high enough. Did he pick the gap? No. He's picked up 1, 2 to go.
Yeah, wasn't looking at the ball very closely, didn't pick that slow one.
Chairman of the Pakistan Cricket Board. He'd be happy that his team chains around the way they started this T20 International Series. Oh, I think there has been a piece of willow involved there, otherwise it would have been stone dead. But a single required for victory now for Pakistan. Scores are tied.
But you have to give it to the South African bowlers. Made it very hard for the Pakistani batters to get over the line easily. Made them work hard for their runs. Yes, Babar Azam was the exception in this innings. He batted with authority. Played some delightful strokes.
Yeah, and Dili Similani to go around the wicket. He's going to Khan, which pulls it in front of square. And that seals victory for Pakistan in this 3 T20 international series. Well, it's the third time they get the better of South Africa in a T20 international series. And they've done so convincingly this evening. A complete performance by the home team, with ball first of all setting the tone by that young man, Saeed Afridi. And then with a masterclass with bat in hand from Babar Azam, taking their team across the line this evening.
Yeah, Pakistani team showed a lot of character after losing the first game at Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. Came back strongly through their bowling unit. In a couple of matches, the bowling unit made sure that they're going to make the job very easy for the batters. And that's what we saw. Pakistani batters batting with confidence and authority. And stellar performer in this game with the new ball, Shah Afridi. Once again, making the new ball count. And let me tell you, the most relieved man in the Pakistani camp has to be the coach, because he was subjected to a lot of criticism. But with this win, he'll be relieved.
Yeah, what a fantastic knock by the king of Gaddafi, Babar Azam. He's led from the front, formed partnerships throughout the